la de este guest.
Yes, guys. Welcome back to another video, another podcast today. It's the World Cup special because we're doing the World Cup predictions, and as you see, we've got two very special guests with us. Starting off with Seb, the co-host of the podcast. How you doing, Seb?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Looking forward to this.
And of course, my man Jose, Football Ferreira. How you doing, bro? Thanks for coming back on.
I'm good, my man, and yeah, I really appreciate you having me. And yeah, I'm looking forward. Excited times. 6 days away until the World Cup start. I cannot wait, man.
Yeah, man, I'm buzzing, absolutely buzzing. But yeah, before we do start, everyone's gonna do their predictions on this video, of course. We've got my man already before this live stream. Big up Hanno as well. So big up Onto the Ball, Vamos England. Big up Ryan as well. So yes, I'm gonna give my predictions first. Then Football Ferreira's going to do his, and then Seb will do his, and then we'll discuss them after. So, yeah, let's dive right in. Smash the like buttons, guys. Subscribe to Football Ferreira's channel as well. And, yeah, let's get right into it. So, Group A, guys, right? We've got the host nation, Qatar. We've got Ecuador. We've got the AFCON winners, Senegal, and, of course, Netherlands. And for me, I would love to see Qatar as a whole nation get out of this group, but it's a very tough group for Qatar and Ecuador. Ecuador got a very young side. I think it's actually might be the youngest side in the World Cup. Ecuador, and of course we all know about Senegal, AFCON winners, and then of course Netherlands have got some very good players. So I'm gonna get right into it. Bottom of the group for me is going to be Ecuador. I think in future they can be a very good side, but for this World Cup I think they're going to struggle. I do think Qatar are going to finish third, and I'm going to go with Senegal second, and then the Dutch in first. So, yeah, that's my Group A predictions, guys. Of course, leave your predictions down below. Moving on to Group B, we've got the England group. Is it coming home? Yeah, this is a tough group for England because you've got, Iran, who have some good players, like Taremi and all that stuff. And, of course, we all know about USA. When England play against USA, we do really struggle against them in the past times we played in the World Cup. And Wales are Wales. They've got Gareth Bale, Ramsey and all that. So, for me, I do think England will top this group. Second place, it's very tough. I mean, any of the other three teams can get second place here, really. And I do think I'm going to give it to Iran. I think they're going to scrape out this group. USA third. I think Wales are going to struggle big time in this group for me. Then Group C, we've got Messi. Can Messi bring it home for his last World Cup for Argentina? I think for no shadow of a doubt, they're going to top the group. Second place for me, Mexico are going to get out. Many people put Poland. For me, Mexico. I think Mexico have this thing always gets to the last 16 anyway. And yeah, they're going to have to get it out. And then Poland will get third. Saudi Arabia, unfortunately, in fourth. Group D, will the World Cup curse happen? I don't know if you guys have seen it, right? But last World Cup, it was Germany who, when they won in 2018, they got finished third in the group, or might have finished fourth in the group, but they got knocked out. It happened to Spain as well when they won it. Happens to Italy as well. So it's happened 3 times in a row now. So could it occur for France? I will surprise some people. I think Denmark will actually top the group. I mean, they're very underrated. They've got a very underrated squad in my opinion. Second, I do think France, because the other two teams for me are not as strong, right? You know, I don't really know a lot about their squads, and for me, I think France will definitely get out this group. I'm going to put Australia third because I think why not? Oh my god, look what's happened here, guys. What does this mean?
You have to start free trial, just put something like that. I'm not sure what happened because mine. Can you not? Are you logged in? Can you log in and that will be you probably be able to subscribe for 1 month for free.
Let's have a look. Oh, this is a shambles, bro.
Yeah, I think that's how I did it because what I did on my channel, you remember
Yeah.
a few weeks ago, it
Yeah.
was free, but then I had to pay because I did twice, so I had to pay like £1 just to be able to do it.
Oh shit, man, that ain't good. All right, Jose, while I sort this out, yeah, brother, do you want to quickly do yours?
Yes, just share my screen.
Let's share the stream, and then you can give yours right now, my friend.
Yes, so I think Qatar, unfortunately, they will be finished for this group. I don't think I know they're at home, but I don't think they have any quality to even like probably win a game against like Ecuador, Senegal, or Holland. I mean, I can't see them, so I'm gonna put them definitely to finish. It is not even letting me move. Hold on, got a problem in here.
What's it? It's not letting you move them.
Nah.
Oh, for fuck's
Right, hold on. Let me just go like this, right? Let me go like this. I don't even know what's going on. Right, let me go like this. And now I'll change this around. It's not even letting me change it. Ah, yes, that's it. So, yeah, that's my group. My group's going to be like this, right? Basically, yeah, that's it. So, Group A, yeah, I'm going for Netherlands. I think they're going to have a good World Cup. It all depends who they're going to face in the next round. But I do believe that they will at least reach the quarterfinals. And Senegal second. I wasn't sure about Senegal second because I'm not sure if Mane, because Mane is so important for them. But apparently he's been called up. He might gonna miss the first game, and the first game is against the Netherlands. So I mean, I still do believe that Senegal has enough quality to beat Ecuador and Qatar. If you actually look at Senegal's squad, right, on a paper, they have, a very, very good squad with a lot of players playing in the big clubs. And I mean, that's my prediction basically for
Yeah.
Group A. I've done it. I'm going to do the same what I've done in my channel because I don't think there's anything that I want to change. There's been a few injuries as well, but I don't think the injury is going to impact, my predictions. So I will keep basically the same. So yeah, I'm going for Netherlands top of the group, Senegal second, Ecuador third, and Qatar, the hosts, will be finished last. Because I don't know. I mean, never know. It's football. At the end of the day, everything can happen. But yeah, that's my prediction. So I'm going for Group B now. So Group B, and I still do remember that. Let me try to think because I know England. Did I put England to finish second of this group? No, I think I put England to finish top of the group. But this is going to be a very, very tough group for England. And this is actually a very tough group. If you actually look at Iran, I mean, it's going to be very hot weather. They're used to. They've got some quality players like Taremi, the striker that plays for Porto. I think he's absolute quality. He's been one of the best players in the Champions League group this season. He's having a very good season with Porto as well. With USA, you never know with them. We never know with the Americans. They do have some quality players, very young players as well. They have been poor, they're not the same they used to be. They used to basically dominate in North of America, always beat Mexico and Canada. But I mean, they not look the same, but they still have quality. And it's hard with Wales as well, you never know. Wales still has some quality players, but I do believe Wales is going to finish top of this group because I cannot see Wales going anywhere in this group. Third and second, I think I went for say to finish. definitely third. Iran's gonna definitely qualify, and England. But this group is so hard to predict because I'm not even sure about England. But I do believe England will not go far in this World Cup because Gareth Southgate is a very, very poor football manager, and I don't think he's gonna get anywhere with England. But England do have a low quality, but it was a lot of players left out that, in my opinion, should have been called for the World Cup. Like even Tony. I mean, I know you've got Aaron Kane. I know you've got Callum Wilson from Newcastle, but I think that even Tony is a good striker and he have done enough to deserve the call. But he's what he is, and he usually picks, Eric Dyer, Maguire. I don't know what this guy is doing in there. But I mean, he's Gareth Southgate for you, a very poor manager, and I'm pretty sure he will not keep his job after the World Cup. So yeah, George, that's my first two groups. If you want to move into yours, have you fixed yours now?
Yeah, I'll fix mine, brother. Yeah. So I'll try and share mine again. If you can I'll share mine, but then keep yours as that, and then we'll go for yours after I've done mine. Yeah, again.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, no, I'll share my screen. I mean, I'm trying this different website now, which is a lot better apparently. So let's try this one. All right, fingers crossed it works, lads. Here we go. All right, let's have a look. All right, here we go then. So it's just the winners and runners up, which is probably a bit worse because third and fourth, but it don't really matter. Anyway, as I said Netherlands for me, top the group. Senegal second. England top the group. Iran seconds. Group C, Argentina and Mexico. Then we was on to the Group D. Yeah, as I said, Denmark, I think, going to shock everyone and finish top again. France, the World Cup curse will not be in effect this time. Group E, this is where I want to surprise loads of people, right? And Japan are making this out of the group for me. Either one of Spain or Germany are going to crash out. This is what I'm going to say, right? So in my opinion, I think Spain will get it. And I think Germany will actually drop out. So bold for me. But yeah, Spain and Japan will advance on that one. Group F, this will, I'm going to put Croatia first because Belgium, mate, their defense is not that great, And what's happening? Stop sharing again. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Never mind, just keep going, George. If you want, as you're trying to fix that, I can quickly go through my other groups.
Yeah, so
share mine and then I will go through. And then also we can give a chance to Sebastian as well to try and go through with his one as well. So Group C, I cannot see any problems in here. For me, Argentinian will go all the way long. And second, I'm going to go for Poland for the reasons that, I still think Poland, they do have some quality players like, Lewandowski, their main star, top striker, top goal scorer. In third on this group, I'm going to go for Mexico. Mexico clearly is not the same Mexico that it used to be. Still some quality players that actually squad for the World Cup came out, I think it was last night or this morning. Some young players, I cannot see that. But look, once again, it's football, anything can happen. Then Saudi Arabia, I just don't think they will have any chance in this group. I don't think they will even win a game or even draw. So yeah, that's my Group C prediction. Group D, I've seen a lot of people out there saying about Denmark. They will be the surprise, the underdogs. They will surprise France and stuff. I know that France hasn't got, that basically the main midfielders that was in their last World Cup, the last two Euros, basically Pogba and Kante. But I do believe still France has enough quality. Very strong defense they have with, you as an Arsenal fan, Saliba. I'm not sure if Saliba will be star. Deserves a star for me. He's been having an absolute amazing season. He probably will be star next to Varane. It's good to have because Saliba is very young. To have someone like Varane with a lot of experience next to him. But I do believe France will win this group. There's no doubt. Yeah, and of course, Denmark, without any doubt, should qualify in this group. They have a good squad. They have an absolute. They qualify for the World Cup. They absolutely was smashing everyone. And yeah, last Euros, as you know, they lost to England as well. I mean, that was a very, very tough game. And yeah, this Denmark has so much quality. And in third place in here, I'm gonna go for Australia. Look, free trial as well on mine, and it's just crazy. But just try to stop sharing the screen because I know which one
Yeah.
it is. Just stop
Yeah.
sharing, and then I'm gonna go for the same one as you have as well. Sebastian,
Seb, mate, it's your turn, brother. Right, we try this again, bro. Honestly. Share that. Right, Seb, it's your turn now, man. We just give your thoughts quickly on these groups, and then I'll do them for you. So, Group A. Seb, you're mute, mate. You're muted. Seb, you're
Right, it won't be now. Right, it's fine now.
Right,
Okay, right.
So yeah, oh, it's fucking gone off again, mate.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, it's just stream. I don't know what's going on today, mate. You know, like it just stops sharing for no reason. Like, all right, let's just try again. This has been a shambles, like I can't lie. All right, I'm gonna stay on this thing. Right, Seb. So yeah, give your thoughts quickly on these groups, right?
Okay, Group
A.
Okay, Group A. The winner will be Holland.
Yeah, fair enough.
Group B. Sorry.
Runner-up for that group.
I'm actually going to say Ecuador. I'm going to put.
Fair enough.
There. Yeah, I'm actually going to put Ecuador to come second.
Group B then.
Group B, England. I'll back England.
Yeah, top in the group for the English. Yeah, then runner-up for that group.
It's a tough one. I don't think it actually will be Iran, even though you two have said it wrong. I think it'll be one of the other two. I'm going to edge. I'm going to edge. I'm still thinking about it. You know what? I'm going to say America, USA.
USA, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to say them.
All right, USA then. England, USA. Group C.
Wait. Sorry. It's a screen sharing or?
No. I'm gonna have to. I need to sort it out in a minute. Like, I'm gonna try.
Okay, Group C. Anyway, I have it here. Group C.
Argentina first.
Yes, Argentina first.
Right, and then the runner-up for you.
Again, it's tough between Mexico and Poland.
Yeah.
I'm going to edge Poland.
Poland.
Just about.
Okay, Argentina, Poland, then Group D. Do you know that group? France, Denmark, Australia, Tunisia.
Okay, I'm going to agree with you, and I'm going to say Denmark to win the group.
Denmark first, and then runner-up.
I don't agree with you guys, man. Definitely France is going to win the group, man. What are you saying, man?
What about the World Cup curse?
No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen this year.
Are they France second? I think they'll get through.
Yeah. France will make it out for me. Group E, you've got Spain. Spain's group.
Ooh. I'm going to say Spain first.
Yeah, Spain first. Let me do that. Spain first, and then
Germany second.
Germany make it out. Okay, for you. Group F: Belgium, Canada, Morocco, or Croatia.
Belgium to win the group.
Belgium to win the group.
Croatia second.
Croatia second. Nice. And then Group G, you've got Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon.
Brazil first.
Yeah, Brazil. And second.
Second, Switzerland.
Switzerland second. Nice. And then the final group, Group H, we've got Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea.
Portugal first.
Okay, Portugal first. And then second,
Ghana.
Ghana. Ghana?
Mm,
Oh, fair enough, fair
I
enough.
reckon they will.
So you think Uruguay won't make it out?
Nope.
Fair play, fair play. Right, so that's your group stage done, right? Round of 16. I mean, Jose, have you got your thing sorted out?
Yeah, mine is. If you want to share my screen.
Let's do your group stage then as well. There we
Okay,
go.
so yeah, I mean, I have to go through again, isn't it? So I mean, that was top of the group was Holland, running up was Senegal, and then third Ecuador, and bottom of the group was Qatar. Group B was England top, Iran second, and who else did I had? I think yeah, USA finished third, and then Wales fourth on this group, and Group C, I've got Argentina, of course. I don't think should be any problem. Poland over Mexico, definitely. Mexican third, and South Arabia will finish bottom of this group. Like I said, I don't think they got any chance to even draw a game. Group D, yeah, definitely France. Too much quality not to smash this group, not to finish up on this group. With all my respect to Denmark, they had an absolutely amazing qualifier, but I just think France is too good. And yeah, but Denmark will definitely qualify second because, and then I had Australia finish third of the group and Tunisian bottom the group. I don't rate this Tunisian squad. I don't think they got anything like special or any big name as well.
Yeah.
Group E, I'm gonna go for what did I win? I think yeah, definitely German because I'm trying to do the same predictions as
Yeah.
after my channel. So yeah, definitely win for German top of the group, Spain second, and then I will have Japan finish third. It's going to be very hard because it's actually a hard one. Japan actually has some quality team, and I actually rate a Japanese player very work rate absolutely unbelievable. And but I will finish third, and Costa Rica fourth. Group F, I'm going for. I think I did yeah Croatia to win, Belgium to finish second, and Morocco third, and then Canada fourth. And the reason I put Belgium second, I've said this a few times, they're not as good as they look in the paper when you look at the squads, and there's like too many old players in there. I mean, the Belgium needs like a rebuild, and they haven't done that. The same with like a few other countries, like England as well. I mean, England still have some players that they need like a rebuild, but they haven't done. But I'm pretty sure they will do that after Gareth Southgate basically gets sacked after the World Cup. But yeah, I think Croatia gonna have an okay World Cup. I'm not sure about how far they will go. Maybe quarterfinals, last 16s, maybe. But I don't think they will go all the way to the final like they did in the last World Cup. And also, Croatia has too many old players like Modric, Perisic. Too many old players, but they're still quality. And overall, I do think that Croatia will somehow just finish top of this group. So Group G, we got Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, and then Cameroon. I do believe Brazil will walk off. Well, walk all over this group. Too much quality. Brazil, as we know, is one of the biggest, if not the biggest favorite to win the World Cup. But then when we look at Serbia as well, if you actually look at Serbia's squads, is too much talent. But then we say that every like Euros, every World Cup, we think they're gonna turn up, go far. But it's just the mentality, I don't think they have the mentality like Brazil, of course. How many times Brazil is a World Cup champion? 5 times. So that says everything. So Brazil will, and then Serbia. I do believe Serbia will. Serbia has much more quality than Switzerland, and these Cameroons, I do not rate them. Not the best Cameroons I've seen in the last 20 years. Like I remember when I got up, I used to see, the Africa Cup Nations. It was absolutely amazing to watch. You look back in the days, Cameroons. had too many quality players. They still have some okay players, but they haven't really got top player. But yeah, Serbia will finish, and then third I will go for Switzerland, and then I think Cameroon will become bottom of this group. And last group H, I can't remember if I actually predict Uruguay or Portugal top of this group, but this is actually going to be a very tough one. I think Ghana will finish bottom of this group. Ghana is not the same. That I go back as well with from Group G. Sorry, Cameroons, right? Ghana is not the same. Of course, they got Thomas Partey and a few like the brothers Ayew and stuff.
Yeah.
But they're not honestly. They're not the same Ghana that we saw many years ago. I'm not sure if you guys remember when they had Essien and what was the striker name? I completely forgot his name now. When they went all the way to the final and Suarez with the handball, and then they missed the penalty against Uruguay. It was crazy. But yeah, I mean, this Ghana, I don't think Ghana gonna go anywhere, but it's gonna be a tough one. I do believe that Uruguay is gonna be the underdogs in this World Cup. I do believe that Uruguay, if you actually look at Uruguay squad, right? Of course, they got the same old gang again. They're bringing in Godin, Suarez, Cavani, Cáceres. Who else they're bringing? Quite a few that they're probably playing the last 3 World Cups, but they do also have a lot of young players and talent like Nunez. Do you know what? I think Nunez is going to be one of these. I'm saying this now, and I will be saying this in. Hopefully, I will be doing a podcast just before the World Cup, for the World Cup. But I do believe that Nunez will become one of the biggest surprises in this World Cup. A lot of people don't seem to like Nunez. I don't know why. This guy has so much quality, and you clearly can see that in the last few games for Liverpool, he's been playing well. He's been scoring goals. He's been assisting, and his connection as well with the squad, like with Liverpool players, is just getting better. But Nunez has a lot of quality. I mean, this Uruguay, and you got players like Valverde from Madrid. What a player!
Yeah.
Bentancur from Spurs as well. All young talents mixed with some, experienced old players. But I do believe this is actually a very, very tough group to predict between who's going to finish top or second. But then I'm going to go for Portugal because I think Portugal has, if not, but definitely one of the best squads in the World Cup. If you actually look at the paper, Portugal has so much talent. Their squad is unreal. You actually look in each position, Portugal has basically 2 top players. I mean, you look at their right backs and you look at their left backs, you look at their midfields, you look at their centre forwards, it's just, they're goalkeepers as well, right? I mean, you got Porto, goalkeeper Diogo Costa, an amazing goalkeeper, very young. Then you got Sat from Wolves, and then you got Rui Patricio, who has done this over and over and over for Portugal. So you have basically 3 top goalkeepers. Do you know what I mean? And you look at Portugal's squad is unbelievable. And then I'm gonna go, but I do believe Uruguay. I don't. It's hard. Of course, it's hard to predict, but it's always hard as well when I'm not sure who actually is going to finish top of this group. I'm just going to go for. This is not basically how I feel because I do feel Uruguay is going to do something in this group, but I'm just going to keep it like that. And then third in this group, I'm going to go for Korea because I do think Korea with Son, of course, has more quality than this Ghana. And I think Ghana, lucky for Arsenal fan, Thomas Partey will be coming home early and get ready, for the second half of the season. That he's going to be very important for Arsenal. And of course, for me, he's the most important player at Arsenal. It's absolute class. And yeah, that's my group predictions. Let's move to you guys now. If you want to start with Seb or you yourself, is up to you.
Seb. So basically, the screen's not working for me. So we're back to square one again. But anyway, Seb, we just go with you. I've still got your knockout stage on my screen anyway, so I'll read them out to you if you want, and we just do it like that, Seb. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
can I make one change to my prediction? Can I have Croatia?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll go back.
I've just been thinking about a couple of things further. Can I have Croatia first and Belgium second?
Yes, Croatia first and Belgium second, and everything else is the same, right?
Um,
Do you want me to remind you, or can you remember?
Germany first, Spain second as well. Change that.
Okay, yes, change that around. Germany first, Spain in a second.
I think the others you can leave. The others you can.
All good, yeah. So your last 16 then. First match is Netherlands against USA. Who's winning that one?
Holland.
Then we've got Argentina and France. That's a tough one, man.
I'm going to go Argentina.
England or Ecuador?
England.
Denmark or Poland?
Denmark.
Germany or Belgium?
Ooh. Germany just.
Brazil or Ghana?
Brazil.
Croatia or Spain?
Croatia.
Portugal or Switzerland?
Portugal.
Actually, round 16. Should we move on to quarterfinals then? Big up onto the ball as well.
Yeah.
Let's go to quarterfinals. Next, Netherlands or Argentina?
Argentina. Just.
Germany or Brazil? The repeat from that 7-1 game in 2014.
I'm going to say Brazil.
Brazil. England, Denmark.
That'll be England.
Croatia, Portugal.
Portugal.
Semi-finals then. Big semi-finals. Argentina, Brazil.
Brazil win that one.
England, Portugal.
Portugal will win that one.
Oh. All right, so your World Cup final, yeah, is going to be Brazil and Portugal. Who's going to... Oh, sorry, no. Third place playoff is first. Argentina or England? Who's going to get third place?
Argentina.
The winner, Brazil or Portugal?
Brazil.
Yes, there we go. So you gone with Brazil, Argentina thirds. Yes, fair play, mate. I mean, that is very realistic. Yeah, Jose, do you want to do your knockout stages and I'll do mine right at the end of all my stuff?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to go through where it becomes hard, because as you can see in the screen in here, that Uruguay finished second of the group, and Brazil, well, according to my predictions, and Brazil finished top, they will face each other straight away in the round of 16. But I mean, this is very hard. This is why I say Portugal group. It's going to be probably one of the most competitive groups, just because Portugal and Uruguay will not want to face Brazil. I'm pretty sure no one wants to face Brazil in this early stage straight away in the run of 16. And unfortunately, as much as I think that Uruguay will probably most likely be one of the underdogs in this World Cup. I mean, they're not underdogs because they've won the World Cup twice. So they've won more than England, they've won more than Portugal, they've won more than a lot of countries out there. But then obviously history, Uruguay hasn't been, they won. And there was actually the first one to actually win a World Cup, right? And they won in World Cup in Maracanã, the most famous and iconic stadium around the world. We call the Maracanazo. So I mean, it's tough, but I do think this Uruguay, you look at the squads, I mean, I'm gonna say again, look, they have a lot of quality in there, plus with so many experienced players. But look, let's get on with the round of 16. This, of course, becomes hard. So I'm going to go with the Netherlands to beat Iran. I think this might going to be a tough game. Iran is not as bad as a lot of people mix up in there. And you watch that Taremi, will be a nightmare for Maguire. Trust me, Maguire is not going to have any sleep overnight and thinking about Taremi and in a group stage. Yeah, but then yeah, I'm going to go for Holland. I think Holland will just make it, and this as well. Denmark in the same group as France. You know, both will try to avoid Argentina because you know Argentina. They look good for me. Argentina is definitely one of the favorites to win. Argentina hasn't lost. Argentina has been unbeaten in the last 35 games. Yes, you heard that. I mean, unbelievable run. And yeah, I think Argentina, you know, Denmark, you know, they might be doing a better Euro for the Euro 2024. I do believe that, you know, Denmark will, because you saw in the last Euro, they got knocked out by England, but they had a good Euro and they could have knocked out England. A lot of young players as well. They in a process of rebuild. Still top players like Eriksen and stuff, but Argentina, this World Cup, there's something going to happen. Something tells me that, you know, most likely, of course, will be Messi, Messi last World Cup. It might not be Ronaldo's last mentality. He thinks he still can play at a high level when he's about 45 or 55 years old. But Messi last World Cup, and I do believe that, you know, most of you guys know that I'm a big Argentinian fan. I love Argentinian football. You know, since I was a kid, you know, I grew up watching, you know, Maradona, Argentinian football, the passion they have. And I saw that in the last Copa America. I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning to watch the final against Brazil. And you see that there's a lot things that changed since Argentina last went in the World Cup final against Germany in 2014. The last World Cup, they got knocked out in the round of 16 against France. There was a lot of problems in there, and too many players that basically, you know, a lot of people was claiming the reason they got called up is because they're Messi friends. But you look at this Argentina squad, look at the centre backs, right? They have top players. Romero, Lisandro Martinez, Otamendi, who plays for Benfica, used to play for Manchester City, used to play for Porto before, is having an absolute crazy season with Argentina. And also we've got Martinez, the Villa goalkeeper, another class goalkeeper. I still think, I don't know, for somehow, how did Arsenal didn't let how did Arsenal let this guy go? I mean, I know he won game time, but Martinez is a top goalkeeper. And I'm pretty sure if he was Arsenal right now, he would be Arsenal main goalkeeper because he's better than any goalkeepers that Arsenal has. And you look at the midfields as well. You look at the centre forwards with Julian Alvarez, Martinez, Di Maria. I mean, there's so much quality. And of course, the main man, Messi. Messi, for me, is the greatest player that I ever seen play this game. As much as I like Ronaldo and I respect Ronaldo for everything he has done, being up there at a top high level. I mean, there's no doubt. I don't think anyone will agree with me that Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the greatest players to play this game. But Messi just makes everything looks easy. Messi's natural. Ronaldo's hard work. So Messi was born to actually play this game and to become the greatest of all time. When you see Cristiano Ronaldo as well, you have to give credit to Ronaldo to, you know, the hard work and his mentality that he puts into this game is unreal. And yeah, Ronaldo and Messi, for me, I've been watching football for around 29 to 30 years. For me, was the two greatest players I've seen just because they kept themselves at a high level, performing week in, week out, you know, basically challenging each other week in, week out, year on after year, and winning Ballon d'Ors after Ballon d'Ors. I don't think people should argue with that. Don't get me wrong, I've seen people like Ronaldinho Gaúcho, Zidane, the Brazilian Ronaldo, treating the ball like we should treating our children. You know, they're taking care of the ball like no one else, but is keeping out there at a high level. And Messi and Ronaldo have done for the last 15, 16, 17 years. But yeah, Messi is unbelievable. England, Senegal, I predict this on my channel and I'm going to predict again. And now, of course, my mind might change because I do think that Mane is so important for Senegal. Will he be fit enough? We don't know. He's supposed to be injured. He's still injured. He might not play the first game, but I do believe that Senegal will knock out England. England has so much quality, but England always has the problem. We go back and Rooney, Lampard, Gerrard, Bacon, Scholes, Ferdinand, Sol Campbell, Ashley Cole, Gary Neville. They had so much quality, right? If there was a chance for England to win, was in the past. This squad, okay, a lot of talent, young players, but is managed by a manager who, for me, knows zero about football. Gareth Southgate completely knows zero about the game. If Gareth Southgate has the balls or the brain to take Eric Dyer or Maguire to World Cup, clearly he should never be a football manager because he does not understand about a game, and also he's very, very poor tactic. So I'm gonna go for Senegal to go through in here, and France, Poland, yes, France, no doubt. France just too much quality. Like I've mentioned from the group stage, I know France hasn't got Pogba. A lot of people out there, especially Man United fans, they don't like Pogba, but remember that Pogba has a lot of quality, and also he with France is a completely different player. The guy is a world class player when he plays for France. He's a beast, and he showed that in the last World Cup, the year before in 2016 when they lost in the final against Portugal in France, Paris. Remember that this France still has a low quality. I think France will go through. Just too much quality up front. How many names do you want me to mention to you? Mbappe, Benzema,
Crazy.
Dembele, Coman, Nkunku, and now Thuram from Borussia Mönchengladbach as well. I mean, there's too much quality in there. It's just unbelievable. And like I've mentioned already, their centre backs, you've got too much quality. Their right backs, they've got Conde, they got Pavard, they got Saliba, they got Varane, they got the brothers Hernandez. You know, one play for Bayern, one play for AC Milan. Goalkeeper Hugo Lloris. And Norris hasn't been the best Hugo Lloris season, but come on, he's still not a bad goalkeeper. But then the AC Milan goalkeeper, who was supposed to be cool for the World Cup, he's injured, but they still got two other good goalkeepers. And German, Belgium, I think German, yes, will be this Belgian. German, a lot of people seems to not rate this German, but one thing that to remind a lot of people out there is that German is like Madrid in the Champions League, right? German seems to always turn up in a big stage, right? Especially in the World Cup. German was made, and I've said this a few times as well, that German was made to play in tournaments like World Cup, right? They may not have the best qualified friendly matches as well, but German was made to play in a World Cup. You guys know they will always turn up, right? It's the same we got like Bayern in the Champions League. They will always turn up, right? They will always go and smash teams, right? So with Belgium, I think Belgium is not as good as people think just because they've got De Bruyne. Hazard's career is done after he moved to Madrid. The guy is done. Lukaku is one of the worst strikers out there. He's not as good as people think. Can't even touch the ball. And okay, they've got Trossard. They've got their brother Hazard. Their centre backs. They're getting old. They're not the team. Good goalkeeper, don't get me wrong, probably best keeper in the world. We're talking about Courtois, but I don't. When it comes to the big stage as well, Belgium seems to never prove anyone wrong. I mean, they seems to just like never turn up in a big stage, and that's the big difference between Belgium and German. And also, German seems to always turn up in a big stage. And look, like I've mentioned, I think I'm wasting a little bit of time in here. This is not a podcast. This is a prediction. But look, people, I'm sorry. That's what I love talking about. A beautiful game.
No,
And
bro, you're spitting facts, man.
Oh, it's fine. I'm
Yeah.
enjoying listening
I
to
love
you,
listening to
actually.
you, Jose, man. I
Yeah,
love
but the
listening,
thing
I love
is,
listening to you because you spit so much
yeah,
facts, you know.
I'm not that low. When I give a prediction, I do like giving my thoughts and the reason why. When I say something to someone, right, or someone asks me a question, I have to make sure that why the reason I said, you know, whatever I'm saying, I do like to have my explanation. So then people will agree or disagree with me, but then at least I have a reason why I am, predicting all the World Cup. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
to
yeah,
be
look,
fair, you
like
give it lots of thought, which is very good. You give things lots of thought before
yeah,
you speak.
Brazil and Uruguay. We know that Brazil has been absolutely unbelievable. against Uruguay. I mean, Brazil, for me, I think Brazil is the favorite, is the biggest favorite. When you actually look at Brazil's squads, the amounts of quality they have. And I actually watched Brazil. I watched, yesterday, Sunday, I was actually, that was the last Brazil game in the league. Brazil, we call Serie A, Brazil Primeira Liga. I was watching a game between Corinthians against Atlético Mineiro, and I do follow Brazil, South America qualify. I always watch Brazil, and I do believe this Brazil with Tite, the manager, that it will be his last World Cup as well. He's been in there for quite a few years, but I do believe that this Brazil will go far, at least to the final. I'm not sure if they're going to win. I do believe they're going to win, but let's see who they're going to face in the final. And of course, this is all about having like who you're going to face from the round 16, quarterfinal, semi-final. You have to have a good draw as well, because let's say if Brazil, they're already going to face a massive team, a squad that you're right. I think Uruguay has so much talent. And it's always a tough team to be. I call Uruguay the Atletico Madrid, right? Nobody wants to face Uruguay, right? Uruguay is the Atletico Madrid, is that kind of team that you don't want to play against. They're going to waste time. They're going to going through the whole game, just trying to stop you for somehow. They don't care if they get booked. They will just stop the game. They will just wait and to have a chance to score one goal and then close the door. And once Uruguay scores fast, it's hard to beat them. It's hard to break them. And you got Uruguay is basically, like I just said, exactly the same as Atletico Madrid. Dirty, wasting time, but they do the job. Do you think they care if they're playing dirty and wasting time as long as they win? So, and especially, this is going to be a properly classic South America between Uruguay and Brazil. They hate each other. Always a tough team. You expect this game to be too many yellow cards and probably most likely a red card, and it's going to be a very, very, very close game. But like I said, Brazil has too much quality. You look at Brazil up front, they will most likely be playing with 4 centre forwards, maybe Neymar just behind. I do believe, because Tite, the Brazil manager, he loves Richarlison. I don't think Richarlison is better than Gabriel Jesus, but that's how he's going to play. He's going to play with Richarlison. But you're going to have Neymar, Richarlison, you're going to have Rafinha, you're going to have Vinicius Junior, and you might also have Casemiro holding the midfield with Paqueta in front of them. Basically 5 attacking players. How crazy is that? But that's how Brazil's been playing. I've been watching them. Their last friendly game against, if I'm not wrong, against Tunisia, they beat them 5-1. And the game before that, Ghana, then Tunisia, I think they played, or South Arabia. I've watched the highlights, and Brazil, that's how the lineup Brazil start. And you look Brazil centre backs, there's no questions out there. Marquinhos, Paris Saint-Germain, one of the best centre backs in the world. And then we got Thiago Silva. The older he gets, the better this guy gets. And of course, but then you're going to think, will they be fit enough? Will Thiago Silva be fit enough? Let's wait and see. I do believe if Thiago Silva is fit enough, probably Brazil, let's say, with Argentina, has probably the best, and France as well, has the best centre-backs in this World Cup. Because if you look Argentina, I'm not sure if he's going to start with Romero or Lisandro Martinez or Otamendi, but I do believe he's going to start. That's how he's been starring. Scaloni, the Argentine manager, he's been starring with most of the games. But then maybe we see Lisandro Martinez a left back, or depending if Argentina is going to play with 3 at the back. Lisandro can play on the left side in defense. So like this, Brazil has so much quality. But yeah, I'm talking too much. But by the way, Croatia, Spain, I don't know, Spain, I'm very disappointed with Spain, just because Spain left too much quality out.
Yeah.
I do rate Luis Enrique as a manager. He did an absolutely amazing job for Barca. He won us a Champions League, and yeah, he was good. We had a good squad as well. We still had Xavi, we still had Iniesta, we still had Suarez, we had Neymar, Messi, of course, usually. We did have a good squad, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I rate him. I think he's a good manager. Spain in the last in the last Euros, they was very, very unlucky not to go through. against Italy. For me, last year, Spain was probably the team that played the better football, but unlucky, create a lot of chances. But Spain has a problem with their centre forwards. Not really a top goal scorers. You got Morata. I always say that Morata is not the kind of player that I don't there seems to love him. And you guess what? He already played in top clubs, and he always seems to get called by Spain. And he probably going to be their main player. But then they got young players. Don't get me wrong, like Pedri, Gavi, quality players. They got this guy from Villarreal. What's his name? Pita. He's a very good talent. Right winger or left winger or centre forward, and centre backs as well. The goalkeeper, I'm not even sure who's going to play. Maybe the one from Athletic Bilbao. But I do believe Spain will qualify from the round 16, but I'm not going far in there. But yeah, I'm very upset the fact they're leaving Thiago Alcantara. I know he's an injury pro, but we're talking about probably if Thiago Alcantara wasn't unlucky with his injury, we will in here talking about one of the greatest midfield of this generation, because this guy treats the ball and he puts the ball anywhere you want to, and so much quality. But then he has a problem being an injury, but you cannot leave this kind of player out. I don't know what somehow. Then you look at players like Fati from Barcelona, right? He had a long year injury, like last season and stuff, but then slowly coming back to Barcelona team, playing well at times this season. A lot skills, a lot of talent he has. Like I said, his Spain squad's very young, but I do believe Spain will beat Croatia and will qualify. Like I said, from the group stage, I do believe Croatia will qualify, but I can't see Croatia going that far like they did in the last World. They reached the final against France, and they had an absolute amazing World Cup. The last one, round of 16, is Portugal, Serbia. I mean, this is a tough one. Remember, guys, that Portugal did not qualify top of the group, and they was in the same group as Serbia. Serbia qualified last game against Portugal. They beat Portugal, and they qualified top of the group. They sent Portugal to the playoffs. But you look at this Serbia. Should I name some of their players? How much quality they have? Wow, unbelievable. But then, Portugal. Portugal is used to play at this, high level in big tournaments. This stage as well, run of 16. That way, you're gonna see the difference between. You believe that this Portugal has probably, if you actually look at the paper, one of the best squads in a World Cup, player by player. Portugal has a lot of talent, and unfortunately, I would love to see Serbia go through, but I don't think Serbia will go anywhere after the last round 16, even if they. And yeah, I'm gonna go Portugal going to quarterfinals. So yeah, this is what is becoming hard as well. This is what it all depends in here, right? When you actually look the quarterfinals, right? This is only because that it all depends how lucky you're gonna get. Who's gonna finish top, who's gonna finish second. This is very important. This is why I do believe this is gonna be probably like one of the most competitive World Cup, just because the group stage, whoever finished top or second, the runs of 16, you're already gonna face big names like Brazil, Uruguay. What was the other game? I can't remember. Like, and then you look at quarterfinals as well. Massive in here. It's very hard to predict, but in quarterfinal, I am gonna go for Argentina. For sure. It's going to be a tough one, but I'm going to go for Argentina. So from now, I don't really need to explain much, just because I've already gave basically my review of everyone from round 16, group stage, round 16 to the quarterfinal. So I'm just going to go like this. Like Brazil, Germany is a nightmare for them. We saw that at home, 7-1 semi-final in a World Cup in Brazil. For me, that was the most embarrassing, probably I will say the most embarrassing game in a World Cup history between two big clubs. That German completely smashed Brazil 7-1 at home as well. There was no merci from German, and I think the Brazilians from this generation, the Brazilians from the generation before are still alive, and probably the new generation of Brazilians will always have that upset. Even if you don't remember the game, you watch the highlights and just for on your fours, you know, and you got beat at home in front of 55,000 people by 7-1 in a semi-final of the World Cup. That will always be something that you should always go and check with your doctor. You know, sometimes if that's okay to check with them, because that will upset you. That will be that upset that it will take you for the rest of your life. And you got France, Senegal, too much quality. There's no merci, Mane. Sadio Mane, there's no merci. Bye-bye. You are. France, Benzema, Mbappe, semi-final. And here we go.
Yes, mate.
Spain, Portugal. Portugal is going to qualify for the reasons that I said, because I do believe Portugal is going to go far, but not sure. Let's wait and see the next one. I don't think I really need to explain much from, you know, in here. I've said what I've said about these two teams, and then we've gone ahead to semi-final. This is where I become happy because, you know, unfortunately, Argentina has to face Brazil in the semi-final. Unless Argentina or Brazil finish second on their group, they may go all the way the other round and face in a final. So, people, this is very, very, very high run. But this is actually going the same what I predict, right? Exactly the same what I predict on my channel. I predict in here. So in here, I'm gonna go for. I would love to see Argentina in Portugal, the last World Cup, and basically the last is bigger game. It will be the last and the biggest game ever in Ronaldo and Messi career. How amazing this would be. This if Argentina and Portugal reach the final, the internet's gonna break, the world is gonna break, nobody will have Wi-Fi, everything's just gonna break, right? I'm not even sure if we're gonna be actually gonna be able to watch the game because everything's just gonna pause, everything's just gonna stop, the world completely is gonna stop, right? To see probably the most, let's say, for me that I've seen the two greatest footballer of all time that I've seen. Remember, from what I've watched from 89, I was born, started watching football from 92, 93, right? So, do you guys agree with me? The internet would completely break.
100%.
There wouldn't be Wi-Fi. There wouldn't be enough Twitch to tweet. There wouldn't be enough posts to put on Instagram. There wouldn't be enough videos to put on YouTube. Everything would get blocked, paused, and everything will break. But unfortunately, from my predictions, I don't think that's going to happen. I would love to see, and you know what? I hope that I'm very wrong. But the final is going to be like this, right? And then down, bum, 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 bum. Third place, I'm gonna go for Argentina. I don't really need to say much. The last goodbye, maybe for sure will be Messi with Cristiano Ronaldo. You don't know. Apparently, Cristiano Ronaldo wants to retire when he's 40. That means he still can play another World Cup. But let's see if Piers Morgan gonna convince him enough to tell him that unfortunately he cannot play at a high level anymore. As much as respect I have for Ronaldo, I've said this a lot of times. He will listen to me. I may interview Ronaldo one day as well because I have that dream, and I think I will interview Ronaldo one day. I will not show him this video, by the way, but his mentality says now, but he's 75% basically done. He should go back to Sporting Lisbon or maybe try MLS or something like that. Unfortunately, Ronaldo hasn't got the pace anymore. He can't press that high anymore. And unfortunately, he's not the player that he still thinks he is. But look, respect to his mentality. I have never seen a player, probably a sportman that has the mentality of Cristiano Ronaldo, working hard as Cristiano Ronaldo. Absolutely unbelievable. No words to describe that. But by the way, my people, the final, I'm gonna go, of course. I'm gonna go for Brazil. There's not gonna be another 98 World Cup. You know, France beat Brazil remember Brazil in that team, Ronaldo, R9, you know. What a team Brazil had. But I do believe Brazil will be France. I don't think Brazil is going to do the double, you know, from the 2018 winning the World Cup and doing it again. I don't think France will do it again, but you never know. It's going to be a tough game, but I do strongly believe it's going to be Brazil. And yes, my people, as you can see, Brazil already celebrating. They know they're going to win the World Cup. But you never know. Brazil might disappoint everyone and have an absolutely shocking and a shit World Cup. Who knows? Yes, I agree to you and submit. We got Brazil's winning the World Cup. Let's go, baby. That's my prediction.
There we go.
And I hope you guys enjoyed hearing me. I'm not sure if you did, but sorry.
No, bro. No, listen. You spoke facts, bro. I mean, as I said, I love listening to you, Jose, man, because you got a lead ball.
Yeah, it's very good.
You know what you're talking about. And yeah, I think everyone in the chat loves to live to you as well. So anyway, yeah, you've both gone with Brazil as winners, by the way, haven't you? Sebi's gone Brazil, Jose's gone Brazil as well. But before we get into mine, I've got so many comments in here. Let's go through all of them. And big up the goal difference, Brandon. Hey guys, have a great stream. Unfortunately, can't join y'all. No problem, man. Thanks for watching. Editing my Ronaldo video. Japan and Germany to qualify out the group. Vamos. RD12, big up RD12. Big up my man Paul, Birmingham City fan. Big up Shugan on the panel. Yeah, big up yourself, Paul. Just one of those days. Yeah, it's mad. Good, and big up to everyone. Big up my guy Multi Edits. What's up, Shugan? I'm all good, bro. I'm all good. Onto the ball as well. He says big up Jose. Yes, big up Jose.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Big up the Added Time podcast. Big up the panel. He's got a question. Who do you think will be the dark horse and who do you think will be the disappointment? Well, I'll go with mine first. Personally, I think the dark horse this World Cup, I said it before, right? I think I said it on Jose's channel. I think it's going to be Denmark, man. I think they got to the Euro semi-final. They've got some very underrated players for me. And yeah, I'll get my predictions in a minute of where I think they're going to finish in the World Cup. But yeah, like for both of you guys, Seb, mate, starting off for you, right? Your dark horse for this World Cup.
Ooh, who did I initially say? I believe from the group stage, I predicted Ghana to go through. So
yeah, you said Ghana, didn't you? Yeah,
so they to go through. I also predicted Ecuador to go through. So
yeah,
I think Denmark and Croatia. I think them two. There's Denmark and Croatia that can be the.
And who do you think feel like as a disappointment for this World Cup?
Biggest disappointment. Uruguay, they're going to disappoint. I think Spain.
Uruguay.
I think Spain will disappoint. I don't really see him much there, and the fact that they've left so many good talent home. I don't see them doing well.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'll say between Uruguay and Spain, I think them two will disappoint the most.
Jose, same question to you, brother. Your dark horse.
Yeah, I've said this on my channel as well, that this is the biggest problem in here, that if Uruguay does not finish top of the group, if they come second, they have to face Brazil. And that's where it becomes a problem. But I do believe that I'm not sure if we should class Uruguay as a dark horse. I don't think we should really class them, but just because a lot of people cooling them off, basically. A lot of people don't believe Uruguay is going to do well, but I do believe they're going to do well. And also, let's look into teams like Serbia. Serbia has so much talent. I do believe between Serbia, Uruguay can be a dark horse, but once again, Uruguay, should we call them as a dark horse? And with the biggest disappointment in this World Cup, I'll probably name a few. I'm not sure if that's disappointing, but usually for me, typical in Belgium. I don't think Belgium's going to go anywhere. England as well. I don't think England's going to go anywhere. So there you go, my man. The Hard Time podcast. Big up to you, brother. You've got two disappointing in here. Straight away, Belgium and England.
Yeah, fair enough. Ryan says, do you think England have a chance to win the World Cup? As much as me and Seb, because Jose's Portuguese, aren't you? So obviously you're
well, I was born in Madeira, a small island from Portugal, where Ronaldo from, but I don't like the fuckers, and I want Argentina to win. I also that. I would love to see. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see
with
Portugal.
Southgate in charge for England, right?
No chance.
No chance, unfortunately. Seb, do you agree with that? Like Southgate in charge?
I do. I'm afraid I do agree. With him in charge, I just don't really see us getting anywhere.
I mean, you look at England's squad, right? It is a very, very good squad, isn't it? And you look
Yes.
on paper, you think, oh yeah, they definitely can get to the final. They can definitely beat these big teams. But with a manager Southgate in charge, it's like, you know. But anyway, let's get my predictions now. I can't share the screen because it's not working. So you have to take my word for it. I didn't predict when Argentina's went to win it all. So let's do mine quickly then. So yeah, I said Group A, Netherlands top. I think Netherlands have got a very good squad. As I said, you got like their defense is decent. You got Van Dijk, we all know about. We got De Ligt. You got Frankie De Jong as well in midfield. I noticed they didn't take Gini Wijnaldum as well. I don't know why they didn't take him. He might be injured or whatever, but I think he would have been a good player for them. They've got obviously like the Memphis Supply. They chose Godi Gakpo as well. And then, yeah, so I think they're going to comfortably top the group. I mean, the Nations League campaign was really good. I think they won every single game, finished top of the Nations League group. And yeah, I think they've got a very good side. They're going to finish top of the group, no doubt about that. And then second, I've gone Senegal, AFCON winners. Sadio Mane is playing in this World Cup. And yeah, I think they're going to... It might be tighter than people think, but I think Senegal will just get second. Group B, I said England will top the group. Again, this group will be tight. It's a very tight group to predict. England, for me, are going to get top. I've gone with Iran seconds. You know, we all know about Taremi as well, and Iran don't do that bad in these World Cups. I remember last World Cup, there's in Portugal and Spain's group, and they finished third. I think they beat Morocco. They drew with Portugal, and I think they lost to Spain in the end. Then Group C, I've gone Argentina first. Of course, Messi. He is a GOAT in my opinion, guys. Like, and I love it for him to win this World Cup. Of course, I've got Mexico second, only because of the fact that they always seem to get out the group stage into the last 16. It's just what they do. Group D, I've gone with Denmark topping the group. As I said, one of my dark horse. I think they're a very underrated squad, and actually did beat France in the Nations League as well, didn't they? So, you know, Denmark first, and I do think the World Cup curse will be ended with France. They will make out finishing second because their squad's just insane for me. I mean, we can list everyone. All their squads is unbelievable, isn't it? Group E, I said this will be a bit of a shock. I think Germany will actually crash out, and I've gone Spain finishing top. I love Luis Enrique. I think he's a quality manager. And yeah, Spain, of course, they do have Morata up front, as what Jose said, right? But I'm shocked how they never took Gerard Moreno, who plays with Villarreal. I think they really should have taken him because I think he's quality striker. But
Injured.
He's injured, is he? He's injured.
Been injured for almost a long time. He doesn't seem to get his fitness back. Yeah, but you're right, Moreno. I think Moreno is better than Morata. But every football manager just seems to like Morata. He played in big clubs.
Yeah.
He played at Chelsea, he played at Madrid, he played at Juventus, he played at Atletico Madrid. I mean, he's just crazy.
But no, yeah, the Spain I think will top the group. I've gone Japan second. I think Germany are gonna bottle it. Group F, Croatia are gonna definitely get top for me. Belgium had their chance to win a big competition, and that was the Euros, but they failed. I'm not talking about Italy. I do think Belgium have got a very good attack. It's just the defense for me, which isn't that great anymore. So yeah, Croatia got a decent squad. They're gonna finish top. Belgium second. Brazil for me, we all know about Brazil. Hot favourites to this World Cup, finishing top. I've gone Serbia second. I think Serbia have a very, very good squad. Like, you know, Dusan Vlahovic, Luka Jovic, Dusan Tadic, Milinkovic Savic. Yeah, I mean, their squad's very, very underrated, and I think they're going to get second place. Group H, I've actually gone Uruguay to finish top of the group. I love I love the squad of Uruguay. You know, they've got not only their attack with Suarez, Cavani, Darwin Núñez, their midfield's strong as well. You know, they've got Valverde, Benacer, they've got Lucas Torreira as well, who's actually very underrated in my opinion. And then obviously their defense as well. They've got Diego Godin, they've got Jimenez as well. So yeah, I think Uruguay will actually have a really good World Cup and finish top of the group. And of course Portugal will definitely get second for me. And yeah, simple as that. We all know about Portugal. They've got another very good squad, but I think Uruguay will top it. So yeah, going on to my last 16, then we've got Netherlands and Iran. I'm sorry, but sorry to Iran, but I think Netherlands are going to get through this. Argentina and France. This is a very tough game to predict. The repeat from 2018 finished 4-3 to France. I'm going to go Argentina winning this though. I think their defense has improved from 2018. They've got Martinez, they've got Romero, they've got Otamendi, and of course, you know, we all know about Messi and all that. So, yeah, and of course, Julian Alvarez, you know, Martinez up front, Dybala. So, yeah, I'm going to put Argentina getting through that one. England, Senegal. Oh, mate, this is a tough one. As much as I want to say England's, mate, I'm gonna back England for this one. I don't think we're just about to get past Senegal. Yeah, I'm gonna go back England, and then match 4, Denmark and Mexico. Denmark are gonna get it through for me. Mexico is what happens to Mexico. They get last 16 and then they crash out. So yeah, Spain and Belgium. Spain are gonna win this, man. Belgium is just, I said, just not the same squad as always. Brazil and Portugal. Brazil. This is where Portugal are gonna crash out. Croatia, Japan. I'm going to back Japan, you know, Seb. I'm going to back Japan for this one. This is a crime.
Bold.
I'm going to back, yeah, bold. I'm going to, well, I don't know where Jose's gone.
I don't know. He just suddenly disappeared.
He's gone, mate. Anyway, Japan. I'm going to back Japan for this, man. I think they'll have a fantastic World Cup. Uruguay, Serbia. I'm going to go Uruguay. Quarterfinals then. Netherlands and Argentina. Argentina. Spain and Brazil. Oh, Brazil. England, Denmark. Oh my God, this is so tough. Denmark for me. Hold on, let me add Jose back. 1 second. Welcome back, Jose. Yeah, England, Denmark. I'm sorry, England fans, but this is where we're going out, lads. Denmark are going to beat us for me this time around. Japan and Uruguay. I can't believe I'm saying this. Quarterfinals. Uruguay. Oh my God. Argentina and Brazil. Semi-finals. Messi. Messi's going to get to the final for me. Denmark and Uruguay in the semi. I can't believe I've put this in the semi-final. Denmark and Uruguay. This is mad. I want to go Uruguay, guys. I'm telling you now. Argentina Uruguay final. Argentina will win. Third place will be Brazil, and that's my predictions. Messi is going on for Messi, and yeah, you guys both said Brazil. I said Argentina.
Well, I hope I'm wrong.
But third place, I went Brazil. And yeah, yes, big up everyone. Yeah, but before we do end it off, who's going to be I'm going to quickly go through, Seb, your prediction for the top goal scorer of the tournament.
You know what? I hadn't thought of this. I don't usually predict these things.
Yeah.
Can you let the other guy go first, actually? Because I don't.
You got any players in mind, Jose, who you think is going to have like a good tournament then?
I think Nunez is going to have a good tournament if he gets a chance, of course, if he plays. Because, of course, you know, you got Cavani and Suarez there, and Uruguay is typical, laddies. Uruguay likes to keep basically their old Ferrari. And I'm not sure if Nunez, for me, Nunez is fitter than Suarez, and then Cavani should be playing, and of course he's better than them two now. And but I do believe if Suarez has a chance, Nunez has a chance. If Nunez will have game time, I do believe Nunez can become one of the biggest surprises in this World Cup. All depends how far Uruguay will go. And then you got so much talent in there, so much play, but when you look, you will, of course, look at the main ones. You will look at Neymar, you will look at Messi, and I don't know, you look at German. German has so much talent. Musiala, Gratny, you know, Sané. I mean, too many quality players. It's hard to actually predict. And yeah, I mean, it's hard to actually predict these kind of things.
Yeah, fair enough, man.
It's hard to predict these kind of things.
Yeah, Seb, for you, right? Do you have like any players who you think will have a good tournament? I know it's quite hard to predict, but just like name a few if you want of like you know, who do you think's gonna have a decent tournament?
Yeah, again, this is tricky, to be fair, because you can pick many players, especially the likes of De Bruyne. For Belgium, he's likely to have a good tournament. For Brazil, who I predicted to win, they've got lots of good stars. Neymar could easily have a good tournament. Gabriel Jesus, this could be his time. This could be his time to shine.
Martinelli, Seb, do you think?
Martinelli, yes, of course. This could be his time.
I'm not sure if Martinelli will play a lot.
Oh mate, they've got too many good winners, don't they? They've got Vinicius Junior, Neymar, Antony. I don't think he's in the squad.
Yeah, oh yeah, Vinicius Junior as well. Yeah, he's been brilliant. He's been brilliant over the last couple of seasons. So yeah, this could be his tournament. For France, you're still looking at Mbappe.
Yeah,
Mbappe and Pogba, like you said, could be the surprise.
No, but Pogba is not going to this World Cup.
Is he not going? Okay.
No.
Neither is Kante. He's not going either. So
yeah, but then Mbappe. I think that's a good point with Mbappe. He's shining in the last World Cup.
He always does. Yeah.
Yeah, and
he will. Yeah.
The last World Cup, he was only 18.
That was
18,
mad.
19?
Yeah, he's about that.
Something like that. I mean, wow, what a World Cup he had. He scored 2 goals in the final as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
For Argentina, of course.
Mbappe is better than Haaland.
For me, right, I think one of the players who will really shine for me is Pedri, right? Spanish. But of course,
he's a great player.
Jose, you're a Barcelona fan. You know a lot about him, don't you? He's going Pedri. You got Gavi as well, who's been called up, hasn't he, as well? So for Spain. But yeah, no, honestly, I think Mbappe, Benzema. I mean, France's squad is crazy.
Oh yeah, Benzema's there.
Benzema's another one. You know,
Benzema is like the old wine. You know, the older it gets, the better it gets to score goals and drink wine.
Yes. So guys, I've gone with Argentina to win the World Cup. Seb's gone with Brazil. I was just going with Brazil as well.
Don't say mine.
Huh?
Don't say mine. Who I win for?
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm joking. Yeah, but I went for Brazil, but it's hard to predict, honestly. When you have so much quality, it's so hard. You have to predict one, isn't it? At the end, when you do a prediction, you have to predict one, but it's always hard. It's like week in the Premier League. When we try to predict the Premier League, every week every week game we try to predict. It's always hard to predict. Football is like this, right? This is why we love the game, because it's so unpredictable. You never know what is actually going to happen. That you have your foes, you have your cup. I don't know, it's just feelings that I got feelings that Brazil, I got feelings Argentina, I got feelings of maybe, who knows, Portugal, who knows, France as well. Again, it's just so hard.
Yeah, so I want to thank both Jose and Seb for coming on. Jose, my friend, quickly shout out your channel.
Sorry?
Just quickly shout out your channel, like where people can find you. You know,
I really appreciate you having me. Of course, it's my pleasure, and I enjoy, of course, and I hope everyone enjoy. Big up to everyone in the chat, and please, if you could subscribe to my channel, Football Ferreira. There's only one out there, so I'm pretty sure you will only find one, because I'm the only one out there with Football and Ferreira. So it's easy to find me. And also on my social media, I'm everywhere. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram. I try to be everywhere. And it's all Football Ferreira. As long as you type Football Ferreira, it will come up. And like I said, there's only one out there. There's only one on Twitter. There's only one on Facebook. There's only one on Instagram. There's only one on TikTok. As usually, there's only one Football Ferreira in this world. So I really appreciate if you support me, and if I do appreciate you checking me out. It means that you will become my number fan in the future. Haters always is your number one fan. Remember that.
Yes, facts, brother. Seb as well, man. If you want to just shout out where people can find you.
Yeah, well, just really on Twitter and on Instagram. Really aware. I do write articles of the Arsenal Lounge weekly, and I also do an Instagram page, Talk Arsenal FC, where I post all things Arsenal every day. So just really on that, really.
Yeah.
Nice. Sebastian, if you follow me, I will definitely follow you back on Twitter and Instagram. 100%, my man. And also, nice to meet you, Sebastian.
Yeah,
I
you
was looking forward to meet you. because you know, I was supposed to meet you last time in a group chat. We had a group of YouTubers, and Sebastian didn't know what he was doing. But finally, you really met the real gods, the greatest of all time in here, Football Ferreira, and I've met the real Sebastian, the only one and only Sebastian.
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet you, my man.
Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Big up both of you for coming on. I'm sorry
No
about
worries, man.
I'm sorry about the screen sharing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's just like
No worries. I mean, I don't think that was a big deal. We managed to give our prediction. So
yeah, it's fine. But yeah,
it's
we've done
2
an
years
hour and
away.
20. Big up everyone. Big up everyone in the chat. Make sure if you all subscribe to Football Ferreira as well. He is a GOAT, as he said, and we can all agree with this as well. But yeah, big up to him. Big up to Seb. And yeah, come on my channel. We've got, of course, the World Cup, of course, coming up, and I'm going to be doing many match reactions. Same with Football Ferreira as well. We're going to me and him are going to pump these out. Hopefully, we're going to, you know, get our channels to the top one day. And yeah, but yeah, guys, big up everyone. Smash the like button, and yeah, see you guys in the next one.